Welcome to the Survivor Cagayan Unofficial Aftershow. I'm your host as always, Edward Crane, and let's get this shit started. So, Tony is basically the Don of Survivor. He has been dominating everything, and Cass is totally right about that phrase. Tony is like the Don. And honestly, Tony can pretty much do whatever the fuck he wants. Yeah. Like, you wanna go home? I'll make you go home. No, anyone who crosses Tony will probably be going by, so I expected Cass to say bye-bye. So, Cass was pretending to be asleep, which is a interesting way to play the game, because then you get to hear, and they're like, oh, don't worry, she's not gonna hear anything, which is clever. But the only thing that didn't work in the favor is that she misheard Tony. Here he was trying to talk about being a cop and all that, and then Cass is like, oh, they're talking crap about me. Tony's talking crap about me. You know what? He's a jerk. And then that started a whole bunch of commotion. Now it's Tony versus Cass. Hey, as long as Spencer isn't in that mix, I'm good. In this heated battle between Tony and Cass, Tony revealed that he had the special idol. Now, that's usually something I would keep hidden, buddy. But I'm interested to that's something you usually keep hidden, but seeing how Cass doesn't even believe he has it, that just makes it all the more better. Because this guy is going to make it to the finale, no matter what. The only way to get rid of him is the fourth one. I mean, the only way to get rid of him is the last immunity challenge. That's the only time you can get rid of Tony. And if he doesn't, he pretty much wins the game. So, basically, Wu, Spence, and Cass versus Trish, Tosh, and Tony, Triple T, face off for the reward challenge. And the reward is to give school supplies to poor kids. Like, unprivileged kids, and, like, you know, it was kind of heartwarming. I mean, and it was kind of cool to watch Wu be like a badass, like, with his basketball tricks. His karate. Yeah. He was just being an awesome guy all around, and I really think that was, like, really special, and it was cool to see him do that stuff. So, with the 3 gone, I was hoping they would get a new alliance, and it looked like they did. Wu was considering flopping on Tony. Now, Tony has the biggest radar in the history of mankind. So when Wu came back and talked to him, he knew he was BSing him. And it's kind of tough to see him go. And, like, nothing gets by Tony, so this is like, he's screwed. Nothing gets by Tony. Like, come on. So, the immunity challenge is a bunch of memorizing stuff, and Tosh, if she won this, she would have been the second person in Survivor history to have 4 immunity challenges in a row, which is always impressive. So, people were remembering, they were going back and forth, counting shells, turtles, whatever the hell that was there. And, Spencer won. Thank God, because, all know I'm rooting for Spencer, and if he has that necklace around that, and if he has that necklace around his neck, I get to be somewhat relieved. So, no matter what, it's inevitable that Tony will survive the night. Like, it's a given. Because of that special idol, he ain't going anywhere. And even if he doesn't whip it out, even if he doesn't whip out his secret idol, he has his regular idol he could play. Tosh and Cass were saying that Tony is like the Bronx version of Russell Hantz. Russell Hantz wished he could be as clever as Tony. I mean, Tony is like probably one of the best players we've ever seen. He's pretty much strategized so perfectly that he's in the position to make it to the Final Four with little or no effort. Now, one thing came up, and I thought it was pretty interesting. They were saying, like, no one wants to vote for the dick. But, I don't know. I think, yeah, he was being pretty much a troublemaker, but he could still win this because his strategy was because the strategy was one of the best we've ever seen in, like, forever. I mean, he succeeded Russell Hantz when it came to that. Honestly, if I was on the jury and Tony was there, I would probably vote for him because he's played the game beautifully. So, it's Tribal Council, and I'm hoping Trish goes home, even though she's the least likely person to win. I would have kept her around, but Tosh went home. And honestly, I was shocked because I thought Wu and Cass were gonna flop on Tony and this would all be perfect. But no. Tosh went home, and I was legitimately surprised. With her gone, Spencer is all by himself against 4 people. He has to survive 2 more immunity challenges. And if he doesn't, he'll be on the jury. Well, there's 5 people left. Leave a comment below to tell me who you want to win. Like, comment, subscribe, all that YouTube stuff, and I'm out.